This is Mahal's first Christmas tree, right?
Yeah.
Am I right?
It's my first Christmas tree.
So what was your
Because-
feelings about that? Your first Christmas
I'm
tree?
As long as you have Jesus Christ in your heart,
Amen.
yeah, that's the most important.
So this is our little talk
Yeah.
about how we felt about Christmas and how Christmas was for us.
If you want to come and visit here in the Philippines, maybe the best month to come here is like December.
I think it's a great time if you're wondering when to come, when to visit the Philippines. From my perspective too, I think December. We've been here since the summer, and I've noticed personally, December is really nice weather. It's really nice.
Yeah.
I mean, you might still get some hot days in the middle of the day, or not some, but you do get hot days in the middle of the day, depending. But in the overall feel, it feels somewhat cool. The air feels somewhat cool, at least where we are. And in the evenings, it's really cool. I mean, cool.
Yes.
So it's nice.
The color month in the Philippines is December.
Yeah, so you get to experience like some nice temperate weather, and at the same time it's very nice, very enjoyable, and it's Christmas, so you get to experience the Christmas experience, especially if you know someone like a Filipina in our family, and you get to experience the culture of the Christmas too, so it's kind of nice that way. So yeah, highly recommend December for visiting. If you're trying to figure out which month is the best month to come, I'd suggest December.
Yeah.
We agree. This is our Christmas video.
Yeah.
I feel so professional. I had a microphone in my hand.
I'm sorry,
Hello.
guys. We don't have
I feel like
any,
Elvis. Yeah, put up my collar.
We don't have any videos about our. We don't have any videos of our, Christmas Eve, because it's sad to say there's no electricity. My goodness.
How strange. We're in the Philippines and there's no
Any
electricity.
pictures, like it's really dark. Like they cut off the electricity midnight.
Yeah. Nobody could see each other. We're doing this. Are you there? Merry Christmas. Who am I wishing Christmas to? I'm kidding. We weren't really doing that.
And also, guys, it's been a long time we don't make a video because I really lost my voice, and actually I feel a little bit better now. Yeah, hopefully it will.
It's not true. She was just mad at me the whole time and didn't want to make a video. No, we're kidding. She was sick. She was sick.
Really sick. And
Yeah, she's still
we
sick.
we have a sleepless night because I'm
Many
so
nights.
noisy.
Yeah.
Noisy. Like I always.
Is that all night long?
Sorry.
And one night it was in my face. It was like,
I'm just thankful to him because he's not running away from me.
never.
Despite of everything that's
She's too nice.
on his face, like
It's okay. I wiped the mucus off and
gross.
continued. I'm just kidding. It wasn't that bad. I'm just kidding. But it was a really nice Christmas. Family Christmas, right? Yeah.
yeah.
Your family. Except for my son, of course. My son is here, and he's my main family. But
It's my first time in more than 10 years because I was an OFW for more than 10 years, and today is my second time spending Christmas. First time spending Christmas with my family here because I don't live here before. So yeah, it's my first time for 17 years. It's our first time spending Christmas together.
we just couldn't see each other.
Because the first Christmas, it's online. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's true too.
Yeah, so
That was really awkward. I couldn't really send you anything because you were working overseas, so I couldn't send to a foreign address overseas.
yeah.
So it was, and I like to give you a little something, so that was really weird. What did I do? I paid for your phone bill, I think.
I can pay my
That was-
phone bill.
last year for Christmas, I think that's all I could do.
Yeah. But
And
yeah, it's
get to
really
experience
quite,
it a little more. You told me this is interesting. I think, if I got it right, you told me it was your first year to ever try doing some Christmas shopping. Is
Yes.
that right?
Yeah.
Amazing to me. That was amazing to me.
And I max out his credit card.
That's not true. But she did give me a heart attack today while we were having dinner at the restaurant because I was trying to transfer some funds in Wise for some reason, and I had a problem. So I said, "Oh my goodness, I got an error saying
Your card is declined.
declined." I'm like, "Oh my goodness, if it's my card declined," I said, "We're in trouble. We're here at the restaurant. We just have the card." So I said, "You better check the card while we're here just to see if it's the Wise app or if it's actually the card." So she checked after we mentioned that. After we ate, she went and checked the card, and she came back. I said, "Is the card okay?" And she's like, "No." And I'm like, "What?"
No.
I said, "What about the other card?" She said, "No." I said, "What?" She had me panicking, and she was so serious. I was believing her. Their family is just a prankster family. But the cards were okay. Everything was okay.
Yeah.
Even Wise
It's just
was
the
okay.
signal.
Yeah, I had a
Yes,
bad
the
signal.
internet.
So be prepared when you come to the Philippines. Have 3, 4, 5 different cards just to be sure, in case you get a prankster Filipino with you.
Yeah, it's really my first time. Like, he showered so many gifts to me. Like, oh my goodness,
Not really, just a
It's
few.
not really necessary. Like, yeah, because what's the most important is being with him. Yeah,
Well.
and being happy with him. That's the most important.
Celebrating together, the birth of Jesus. That's the most important thing, and coming with that, of course, is family. So it was a nice family event, and I really enjoyed it. It was nice being together with family.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really, and it was different for me because, the way you celebrate is different from what I usually celebrate. Somewhat like interesting. I thought was interesting, different for me. Is how you made your own tree. It was different for me.
Yes.
I've never seen anyone
Yeah.
make their own tree before.
We will.
Can I leave this in or do I
We'll
take
show
it
you,
out?
yes. I have a video about making on the spot Christmas tree.
Very
And it's
interesting.
really nice, and you can save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn the basket upside down. You get
Coconut.
3 or 4
like,
pieces of
yes.
wood.
Yes, wood.
To make it tall like a triangle pyramid. And then you took a bit of decoration, rope put around
first,
it.
yeah.
Oh, rope first, yeah. And in the end, it looked like a nice tree. So that was a first for me.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
We are not expecting the cut off of the electricity, so it's early at night. We went to the church.
That was nice too. I like
Yes,
that.
for more than an hour mass. So that's why we don't have video. Supposed to be we're having a parlor games, but I told them that no, because we're going to the church, because it's my first time during Christmas that we're going to the church. So that's the most important than parlor games.
Yeah, it was
yeah.
nice. I knew one song because in English, the very first one, so I actually got to sing along with that one. But really interesting to me, again, if you're watching from the North America side of things, it was a very big first for me, but I thought it was kind of cool. This is Mahal's first Christmas tree, right?
Yeah,
Am I right?
it's my first Christmas tree.
So what was your
Because-
feelings about that, your first Christmas
I'm
tree? A lot of dogs walking around inside the church.
Looking for their owner.
I've never seen that before. Just dogs walking around, but they're really good. And
Yeah.
some of them were just laying down by someone's feet, but dogs in church.
Especially during the communion, during the offertory, dogs is everywhere following their owners or looking for their owners. Like they don't bark, they're harmless.
Yeah.
Just don't touch them or spank them. Yeah.
Yeah, never spank a dog in the Philippines. To digress for just a moment, another thing I noticed about the Philippines over here, with the dogs especially, like back home, you bend over and reach out to a dog or something. They generally come running. They love to come over and wag their tail and come to you. Here, it's like an opposite effect, unless it's just me. I try to pet a dog or I just call it and they just walk away. And like one or two dogs I tried to pet like its paw and it would take its paw away. And I was only speaking very gently and they'd always have the opposite reaction of back home. They'd run away, walk away. If you walk close, they run away from you. It's really odd
Because
to me.
they were not a trained dog like your dogs in your country. Because in your country there is a regulation about how many dogs you can taking care. But here, my mom has a farm of dogs.
true.
Like we have 15 adults and maybe 10 puppies. We're so crazy how to how to help her.
Yeah, but anyway, that was my digression. Back to Christmas.
Yeah, back to Christmas.
This is Mahal's first Christmas tree, right?
Yeah,
Am I right?
it's my first Christmas tree.
So what was your
Because
feelings about that? Your first
I'm
Christmas tree?
so happy to have this 7 feet Christmas tree because it's my first time for my 40 years. Because Christmas tree is not our priority before. So it's just a waste of money. Before, as long as you have Jesus Christ in your heart,
Amen.
yeah, that's the most important. And our Christmas before, when I was studying, it's really I can say poor because we have this sliced bread with, we don't have even peanut butter, just sliced bread or Coke, yeah, and then just dip the bread or the sliced bread into the Coke. Then it's
This is Christmas?
yeah, Christmas.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, like, again, from a foreigner looking in North America, it's kind of a typical Christmas in North America, and speaking in the general sense, what everyone's used to. So I don't have to explain that. So what's typical? Like you're saying bits and pieces of it in our conversation. So what was typical for you? Because I remember asking you, like, about your Christmases in the past. So what's a typical Christmas from someone on the outside looking in, wanting to know?
From the outside,
Yeah, it's like someone from North America looking to know, wanting to know what your Christmas was generally like.
how can I say it? Because this is my first time like receiving gifts and giving gifts to someone that I love. And before I give, but in a secret way, when I was working as an OFW, without my family's knowing, behind their back, I help. Yeah, and then it's and when it comes to Christmas also, I don't spend more money about celebrating Christmas. Yeah, but I make sure that they have like at least food to eat during Christmas. Yeah, but this time it's really my first and the best Christmas, even if we don't have picture, videos, and electricity. Because what I want this Christmas is it's truly granted, and thanks to God and thanks to you.
It's all thanks to God.
Yeah.
It's all thanks to God. Everybody helps each other out Christmas time. So, like, growing up, a typical Christmas was what? Like what? Christmas Eve, Christmas morning. What was typical?
You know what? Before growing up, when we're just we're young, like after Christmas, like after midnight, after Christmas Eve, like we're just going out house to house with our relatives just to eat. That's our Christmas before. Yeah, and it's really has a different impact this time.
So generally, you didn't exchange gifts. Is that right?
No.
Okay, and you didn't have a tree.
No, we don't have.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you just
when
kinda-
we are young, and no one give us presents. Like I understand now that we don't have any presents before, because we work hard to change our lives. Yes, it doesn't matter anymore. Like we experienced the hardship before, because looking back, my sister is already in Qatar, and she has a good job, and my brother also, he's already stable, yeah, with his family. So we are not rich, but when it comes to, like, if there's a celebration, special celebration like Christmas or New Year, like it's this time it's really has a big difference because we have food to share. But before, we can't do that. We're just going house to house to our relatives just to eat something really nice, because we cannot eat before. I think once a year only we can eat lechon. Yeah, and then there is no cake when we have birthdays. So this time we'll see to it that every food that we want to eat when we were kids, this it's already on the table. So thanks God.
Yeah. God's good. Well, it's really interesting hearing how Christmas is different. Another thing I really like, especially about Mahal, Filipina Mahal, when we're out and about, there's these little kids. Well, you'll always see it in the Philippines almost everywhere, families and little kids with their hands out. But some of them look pretty pitiful, and it's on Christmas Day, and she always has something to give them.
And I know the feeling that you don't have anything.
Yeah.
So you're just trying to give back.
Yeah, you always do that, and I appreciate that. Another odd thing too, on Christmas Day, the shopping malls are open.
Yes.
The Philippines, they start Christmas in September pretty much.
Yes, September 1 is the
think,
start of Christmas here.
Yeah, and you think it's so important because it starts in September that, surely on Christmas Day, everything's going to be shut down, right? To kind of honor Christmas Day, but no, go shopping. Christmas Day.
Yes, because all the prices in the mall, like 50 or more than 50 sales off, something like that. So even in the big city, they have a midnight sale. So everybody is, going to the mall, and the road were so traffic, even in.
So if you're wondering, if you come over here, can you do some shopping on Christmas Day if you're a real late shopper? Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
It's amazing. That's really another big difference that I noticed here.
Today is really precious to me, because sometimes when you realize that your family is the only one who will, be with you, through ups and downs. Of course, there's, God is the first, and friends, like, it's for me, it's seasonal, because even if you have friends for many years, there will come a time that you're just wondering why you're not friends anymore. So
it happens.
Yes, it really happened, and so that's why I focus on my family for this Christmas. This is my first Christmas that I have someone who can hug me during at night. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I appreciate it.
I'm so happy.
Me too. So that's our Christmas, our little thoughts on Christmas, and the best time of the year to visit the Philippines, in our opinion, as well. Anything else you need to add?
Just don't forget to like and subscribe our YouTube channel, and click the notification bell for more upcoming videos, guys.
Yeah, we're still in the hundreds.
Yes,
We're still in the
guys.
hundreds. We have hundreds of subscribers.
We really
Hundreds.
appreciate. So thank you for 1 million viewers.
Yeah, thank you in advance. We appreciate it.
By God's grace, we will reach that.
God's grace.
Yeah.
So subscribe. Check out our older videos too.
Merry Christmas,
Merry Christmas.
everyone.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.